Hello there, channel members, friends, and followers. This is Q8 Pilot, your host for tonight's show. It is 2100 hours local time, 1800 Zulu. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we are flying the Toliss A320 Neo add-on with the BSS sound pack for this aircraft, which makes it, by the way, really an enjoyable and very immersive experience with the sound pack, and we'll listen to this today. But first, let me welcome all of you guys to this live stream. Chicago Skyhawk, welcome aboard, my friend. Boeing Corp and Niels, welcome, guys. Thank you very much for being members here at the channel, and thanks for being here this evening. I will be sure to answer your questions. And yeah, it's snowy in Logan, New Jersey, I suppose. Niels, the BSS sound pack is currently available. You can download it. It works perfectly well. Matthew Johannesson, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Thanks for being a member here at the channel. Welcome. And we have also Alex Aviation. Hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. And we have Matthew Johnson, a member for 3 months of the channel. Mr. Martin, welcome aboard from Chile, Atlanta. Welcome, my friend. Glad to have you. Benny has been with us for 18 months. Welcome aboard, my friend. Chris has been with us as well as a member recently. Welcome aboard, and thanks for being here and for being a member. Greetings from Chile, Texas. Everywhere is chilly, and it's currently raining here in Kuwait. Anam Flyer Robin, welcome aboard. We don't get any snow in Kuwait, but it does get very cold in January and February. And yeah. We have also with a Fly Cuckoo 737 Zachary, welcome aboard. Nice to have you all. So today I've picked for you the Toliss A321. It has been updated recently. Obviously all the aircraft are being updated, including the flight factor. The 757 and the 767 have been also updated. New betas are now available after the release of X-Plane 12. Which has been made official quite recently. And today we're using SAM ground services to load the aircraft, and we are in the default Dublin Airport. This is where we left off last time, and we are going to be flying today to London Gatwick. Again, a default airport, but this Neo add-on really takes the Toliss A321 to a different level. And I think it, if you combine the price of all three add-ons, it becomes quite expensive. So what you're seeing today here, the Toliss A321 with the Neo add-on and the BSS sound pack, that's a hefty price for an add-on, but let's take a look today. Let's take a close look at the aircraft, the sounds, and the Neo mod to see if this is actually worth it, and if that you should, you know, make that investment in the aircraft, the sound pack, and the Neo add-on. All right, so let's hop into the cockpit and get things ready for our flight. Welcome to the flight deck. And we have with us also Axel. Hello, my friend. Welcome. We have Mr. Mendez. Hello, my friend. Welcome aboard, and thanks for being a member here at the channel. I appreciate it very much. CoreTube, welcome aboard. Yeah, I don't think he's very happy working on the holiday, so he's a bit upset. Hey, Fly Lilo, welcome aboard, my friend. And we have also Alex Aviation. Welcome aboard. Thank you very much for being here. Are the ground vehicles also included with the A321? No, that would be the SAM ground services. So that's a separate add-on. Luke Lucas, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you here. And guys, as a quick reminder, I will be streaming tomorrow evening at exactly the same time, 1800 Zulu. And we are going to be conducting the giveaway of the Thrustmaster rudder pedals as my gift to the community, both as you can consider it as a Christmas gift and as a thank you gift for your very generous donations during the Fly Lilo stream. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We are going to power up the aircraft. So we're going to head over to the overhead panel. I do like the panel work on the A321 and A319, and the Toliss A340, by the way, has been updated as well. So battery 1, battery 2, and external power, and check those really nice sounds. I really like the sounds. And cruise supply is on, ground control is on, and we're going to head over here and turn the ADIRS to nav mode. And by the way, folks, the hot start Challenger 650 has been updated now for X-Plane 12 and available at the X Aviation site. I will be doing a flight in the Challenger very soon, and we're going to come down here, turn on the arm of the emergency light. We'll leave the passenger seatbelt sign for now, and we're going to turn on the fuel pumps. Right, fuel pumps are turned on, and we are good to start programming the rest of the aircraft. Let's brighten up our displays a little bit here. All right, and down here. Excellent. You can hear already the nice sounds in the cockpit. All right, and we'll do the same thing on the first officer side. All right, perfect, all done. And thanks to the new integrations with SimBrief, we are able to use SimBrief integration to load the aircraft from within the M.2. So we are going to go to the M.2 menu. We're going to select ATSU and the AOC menu, flight init, and the flight plan data link is in progress. And once that is done, okay, the flight link uplink, so message is received, and we don't have anything here, but receive messages. All right, so we're going to go to init page, and from the let me go back here, and ATC menu, do FMGC, flight init, and now as you can see we have all the information related to our flight plan here, and I have selected the option in the Toliss control panel to actually load the cargo and passengers and fuel automatically from the SimBrief plan. So I already have all the information here. So the only thing that we need to do now is go back to Iris init, and we're going to align on reference and select confirm alignment, and we are now done. Perfect. Now we're going to go to our flight plan, and for the flight plan we're going to bring up Volanta I'm using today. Again, to give you guys another look at Volanta, we are going to go to the weights, and no, we don't want the weights. We want the operational flight plan, and I don't think 37,000 feet is appropriate for the flight. By the way, guys, just as a quick tip, normally what you do to figure out what would be the cruise altitude for your flight is just type 100 or multiply 100 by the distance, which is here we have 348 nautical miles, so with 100 is about 34, and we round it to 35,000 feet. That would be the ideal cruise altitude, and this works for anything. So if, for example, the distance is 250, so that would be about 25,000 feet for your cruise altitude. So that's how you calculate it. That's the quick and dirty way, if you will. Anyway, we are going to go ahead and put in our information. We are departing Dublin today, runway 28 right, which is right here. 28 right is selected, and doing so through the Dixie 1 Juliet. The Dixie 1 Juliet, which is this one here. And do we have a transition? No transition, so we're going to insert that. And now it populates everything here, and then we're going to go to London Gatwick and select our arrival. The arrival into Gatwick is through runway 26 left, which is this one here. And it's going through the DC 1 Golf. DC 1 Golf. Right, that's the one, DC 1 Golf. We're going to select that, and it's going to be through the Willow transition. Actually, I'm not going to use a transition today, because this transition tends to mess up the flight plan. It has a Willow here, Willow transition, but we're just going to say temporary and we're going to insert that. And now, if you cycle through the flight plan, we'll just make sure there are no discontinuities. And as we can see here, G.Skill, it does have actually Willow here into the flight plan. So let's very quickly bring up the captain DU, the right DU, and let's switch this to plan so we can take a look at our plan. So here is, let me just go, all right, so this is Willow, the Willow transition. So we're going to come to Molly, to Willow, and then it's basically the final fix here, and then we're going to make the turn into London Gatwick. All right, so that looks okay to me. We're going to leave this back on arc. We can remove this, and now we can go to performance. And the performance data uplink is actually there. So let's go there, and let's say request data. All right, and that should actually populate all the data for us here. So let's just wait a little while to data request, receive takeoff data. All right, takeoff data uplink. So we have the information. We're going to say insert, and as you can see now, we have all the information here. V1 of 140, V rotate 140, V2 is 145. Flaps 1 down 0.2. Transition altitude in Dublin is 5,000, and we can flex the temperature. And if we want to flex the temperature, we can actually go to, let's see here, we can go to, let me move this away. Alright, so if you go to the Toliss control panel, and if you go to the loading performance, and you select flaps 1, all that we need is there, we just need 60, 68. Alright, so we're just going to put 68 for the flex temperature. Alright, so all the information is there. Our flight plan is ready. So we are waiting for alignment of the ADIRS, which is in about 3 minutes. So that is a good time for us now. I think we have it already. So let's go ahead and start the APU. APU master is on, and let's go ahead and turn on the, let's make sure the APU flap door is open, and let's go ahead and start the APU. Perfect. What is your preferred 320 family, Toliss or flight packer? Toliss, definitely, without a doubt. How does it work with distances which are more than 40 nautical miles, for example? I think there is a cap, which is the service ceiling of the aircraft. So definitely there is a service ceiling, and you cannot go beyond that. The Concorde is one that goes, I think, to about 55,000 feet, but then you are limited by the service ceiling of the aircraft. So if it is more than 400 nautical miles, then it would be the service ceiling, or the maximum limit to the service ceiling of the aircraft would be the final cruise altitude. By the way, guys, I have some news to share with you. As of today, I am a beta user or beta tester of the E-Jet series by X-Craft. Unfortunately, I cannot share any information with you other than the fact that I'm a beta user because I'm under a strict NDA. But yeah, it should be released in the near future, and you guys will be able to hopefully enjoy it. Steve 1927, welcome aboard, my friend. Glad to have you here. I have just finished creating 3 A321 variants for the Neo, AE, and CFM, each with their own BSS sound installed. Oh, how cool is that? Alright, let's take a look at the outside real quick, and it looks like all ground services are dismissed. So we are going to go to the SAM main window, and we're going to say start flight. Says ground services is load instantly. Alright, so we can just remove everything. Alright, we take the SAM out, and now you will see that the doors also move away from the aircraft, and the loader as well. You can see the cargo doors closing. I think SAM does a reasonably good job with the ground services. I mean, it's nothing like GSX Pro, but I think still, you know, it's still pretty good. All right. So looks like the APU is available. APU bleed is now turned on, and we can now dismiss the ground unit. I think it will remove it. Yeah. So it's done automatically for us. Excellent. All's looking good. Let's set our altitude to... So if we go to the M.2 here, and you'll see that the cruise altitude has been set to 37,000 feet. We can leave it there, but my, I'm inclined to change the cruise altitude of this flight to 330. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, so that's done. Flight plan, performance, everything is good. Excellent. We're going to change that here. And we need the altimeter. So let's bring back Volanta. And let's go to the weather. And the weather here at Dublin, 22.6 knots. QNH is 0906. 0906. Alright, perfect. That's set. And we're going to change the altitude to 33,000 feet, which is now set. And we are good there. Alright, perfect. We are now ready to start our engines. Hello there, Aculus. Hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Alienware PC, welcome, my friend. Glad to have you here. Is it possible that you have installed EIW at the same time? I see some double markings. I haven't installed... no, I have not done that. I don't have any scenery for the airport. Omari Joseph, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you here. And also, Gabor, welcome aboard, my friend. Merry Christmas to you. Thank you very much for being here. Okay, so, folks, we are ready to push back out of our position now. And just for your info, here's what we're going to do. We're going to push the aircraft all the way here. And this is the departure runway, 28 right. So we're just going to go right here, taxi, come this way, and depart Dublin. All right. Let's go back here and select the pushback truck. Start push.
Let me know where you want this thing.
That's Castrator. All right, and let's set the aircraft here.
Great news, Captain. Your tow's coming.
All right, tow is coming, and we are looking good. Mahmoud, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. I thought Aegean was Greece. I think you are right. You are right. And it's got the Greece flag there. But I don't have... let me see if I have another... let's see. I don't have... We can fly the... we can fly the prototype. There you go. Alright, we'll just fly this one. Alright. You are correct. Aegean is for Greece. I didn't have any anyone that has the
we're ready to connect.
I think look at those engines. Those are just I didn't have the livery for it, and yeah, it was very difficult to find a livery for the Neo variants. But look at those engines. Alright. So I think we are ready to go. We can release the parking brakes. I think the aircraft's being lifted now.
Welcome aboard, Captain. Tow's connected. Bypass pins inserted. Go ahead and kill the parking brake when you're ready to go.
I think I jumped the gun.
Here comes the pushback. Light them up.
All right, here we go. And here's the fun part. And now, folks, we want to listen to the beautiful engine sounds. We're going to put the engine first. We're going to turn on our beacon lights. And next we're going to go to the engine's mode selector, put it on, and we're going to start with engine number 2. Now once we do this on engine number 2, it's now starting. And just listen to those sounds.
Kilometer 6, after crossing Delta, then you can use Bravo to enter Alpha velocity. After crossing Delta and Bravo and Alpha 13, kilometer 6. Correct, enter Alpha velocity. Laat 6 mooi, bedankt werknemer. Morning ground, Delta 7, vacation Victor 2. Hello there, Delta 70, taxi gate Echo 6, 5 Whiskey 5.
Somehow the sounds are not... Why is it happening? The sounds are much better than this. Maybe because I changed the livery? Not sure. Alright, let's go and start engine number 1. Look at that, guys.
Good morning, South 890 Alpha, hello.
Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake. And we're disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment.
Orange 46 Whiskey, change the plans, leave Alpha 6, then left on Bravo.
Very nice wing view there. Look at that. I can almost tell you guys that the sounds were very different, but maybe it's because I changed the variant. What does number 1 make that grinding noise? I don't know. Yeah, for some reason I'm not getting the sounds. Let's see here now as we apply throttle. Because there's a really roaring sound with the Neo engines, which is really, really nice.
And we're disconnected. Signal and pin on the left. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
There you go. Now I can hear it. Ah, just listen to that. Alright. Okay, we are ready to go. So we're going to set the TCAS on TARA. And speed brake is armed. Flaps are... Actually, let's do this. Check the sounds out. Right, we have the flaps set and point 2 down. Alright, that's about right. We can turn off the engine mode selector to the off position. Flaps 1, speed brakes are armed. APU bleed is off, APU master is off, runway turn off light is on, nose light to taxi. And everything else here looks good. Let's go ahead and turn on the passenger fasten seatbelt signs. And everything here is looking good. Auto brake to max. And we're ready to go now. Alright, perfect. My hearing isn't great, so I don't notice that much of a sound Q8. Really like great sounds in planes. Alright, so let's come here. I have the brakes on. Did you guys hear that? Yeah, it's gonna give us a warning here. That's okay. What did we do? Yeah, park brake is on. I just wanted you guys to hear. I hope you were able to hear the sounds. We'll do it from the outside. So let's switch to external view. All right. And we're going to release the parking brake and check out the sounds now. Oh yeah.
Those Aviator Alpha, give it to a company from the left, taxi number 477. You're right, company from the left, taxi 2477, Aviator.
That's great. That's just great. I hope you were able to hear, yeah, the rumble. Exactly. Okay, the rumble is just great. It's just really, really great. I love it. Just really makes the aircraft sound so much better. All right, let's go to the cabin here. Let's notify cabin crew and takeoff config. And we have no blues, and we are ready for departure. Of course, I do lower the aircraft sounds for the stream so that you are able to hear me out. But they are just really, really very, very nice sounds.
Golf 3, Whiskey 5, cross runway, Cafe 2.
Look at those Neo engines.
Please say again at the end, please. Cross runway 18 center. Cross runway 18 center, yeah, Cafe 271, thank you.
Look, the wheels aren't moving for some reason. That looks like a bug. XB12 is running so good now. Yeah, it is. It is, yeah. I mean, I've made a very detailed stream, which was a review of the release, or the official release. And I think in that stream I have shown the good, the bad, and the ugly, at least from my perspective. And yeah, I'm actually enjoying X-Plane. And by the way, tomorrow we are going to be flying X-Plane again. And I'm either going to be flying the 757 or the 767-400. That depends on just which livery I can find. Alright, so we are ready to go now. And we're just going to bring the aircraft to a short stop here before we enter the runway. Parking brake is set and strobe lights are on. Landing lights are on. The nose light goes to takeoff. And everything here is looking good. We are ready to go. And parking brake is released. And here's that roar again. I love it.
Channel 7307, hello, taxi to Echo 20 via Whiskey 5, cross runway 18. Taxi to Echo, Echo 20 via Whiskey 5, cross runway 18, channel 7307. Correct.
All right, guys, we are lined up. Runway 28 right. We're ready for departure. Let's take it to 50%. Manflex, SRS, and runway. We have to listen to the sounds from the outside view. Yeah, I had to just listen to those sounds. V1, rotate. And positive rate of climb, gears going up. And here is a flyby. Begin our turn. This looks really nice, guys. Tell you, on this 43-inch 4K monitor, it looks absolutely gorgeous. Alright, thrust is set to climb thrust, which is right there. Alright, continue our climb. Flaps can go up, and autopilot 1 is engaged. We can disarm the spoilers and continue our climb. Here is a nice wing view for you guys as we depart Dublin. Check out the wing flex, very nice wing flex on the Toliss. Back in the cockpit, we're going to change our range to 40. QNH is set to standard on both sides. Vinsu Karma, hello my friend, welcome aboard. I think they've done a reasonable job on the clouds. In some situations they look great. In some other situations, they look really bad. They still need work, in my view, but I think they've gotten it to the point where it is plausible. Right, let's take a look at the outside. Now that is a very nice scene. Alright folks, we continue our climb now to 33,000 feet. And it looks like there is a restriction here. Let me bring up some lights here. There we go, that's better. And we'll come up here. Perfect. Does this light work? No. That light doesn't work. Alright. So we are at 900,000. Looks like there is a restriction here. Indeed, there is a restriction. And then we'll basically begin the climb back again to 33,000 feet. And by the way, this is a very short flight. We should be in Gatwick in less than an hour. The sounds are indeed very nice. Very, very nice. With the sound pack, they just they're really something. And by the way, I lowered the sounds. I lowered the volume of the sounds normally during stream so that you guys can hear me. But I can tell you those BSS sound packs were recorded from the real A321 Neo, so those are not sounds that were made; they were recorded from the real aircraft. I have a modest setup, a Ryzen 5, and it's playable at 1080. Yeah. Alright, here we go. As soon as we clear the restriction, we'll begin the climb once more. And here is a look at the beautiful wing view of the Toliss as we make our way to Gatwick. By the way, it's got a nice cabin as well. Not bad. Reasonable. Here is our turn. Well, so basically it has been quite a journey for me. I posted a short on the channel yesterday, which was the very first video I posted on the Q8 Pilot channel 8 years ago. That was in, I believe, 2015 when I posted that video, and it was the very, very first video that I posted ever, and it was a very, rudimentary video, if you will, of Qatar Airways, the Airsoft A319 landing at Qatar Airways. And I remember I was very happy with when I uploaded that video, and I started sending it to all my friends. Hey, watch what I've done here. I've landed this aircraft, and And yeah, it's just a reminder of how this whole thing started about 8 years ago. And it's amazing for me, you know, to come and know that I've been actually doing this for the past 8 years. It's just really something. I'm doing very well. Thank you very much. Dark stream engine sounds are quiet. Well, I can make them louder. Here, let's. All right, I think you can hear them better now. Check those engines out. After using FlowPro on one of my flights, my sim crashed to desktop and kept crashing to desktop. Tried everything to fix it, but nothing worked. Now, waiting to finish downloading it again. I think there was an update to it as well. I updated this morning. 8 years, you've been the best on YouTube for a long time. Oh, Loose Parts, thank you very much, my friend. Thank you. Osama Mohammed, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you here. And Loose Parts, thank you very much for your loyalty. It looks like you've been a member for a very long time here on the channel. So thanks for your support. I do appreciate it. Saw your first video on FSX, remembering these days. Yeah, it was, I think you should do the same video in the sim and put a comparison video for both. That would be an interesting, it's a definitely interesting idea. Yeah. Went to the store that sold monitors. I wanted to see what your 4K monitor would look like. They had the 4K monitor connected to the same video feed as the regular monitors, which showed me nothing. Oh. Well, I'm sorry about that. Matt Flight Sim, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you guys for your kind words. Yeah, it's been 8 years, and I think throughout those 8 years, I have learned a lot, and just as much as I've given to the community, I think I have received. I've received a lot of knowledge. I've received a lot of friendships, and very, very kind people have crossed my path, for which I am very grateful. I think the flight sim community has evolved quite tremendously in the past 8 years, and I think we went from, you know, a very sort of basic hobby with very basic hardware, very basic software, to very technologically advanced software, very advanced hardware. You can almost build, you know, a cockpit of a 737 or an Airbus in the comfort of your own home, with very little knowledge, thanks to, you know, all the manuals that are available and the experiences of other people. So I think the hobby has grown, and I think it has become really an industry now, or maybe not so much of an industry, but it has grown beyond a hobby. I think there are companies today that strictly, you know, manufacture, develop, and for flight simulation. And that in its own right is quite an achievement, and very, you know, kind of very revolutionary for this kind of hobby. It's beyond gaming. It's no longer just excuse me. It's not just gaming anymore. It really has become something very serious for pilots, for those who want to train. And yeah, I think it's been treating us very well. I think I got started simming about the same time you did. In fact, you were probably one of the first channels I watched, if not the first. Then oh, thank you very much, Steve. Appreciate it, my friend. I also wanted to ask, does anyone know a freeware A320 family aircraft for X-Plane 12? I don't think there is a free A320, but if you like the A330, there is one that is free, for sure. That's the top of climb, right there. Excellent. And here's a look at the outside. And you can now hear clearly the nice Neo engine sounds. Look at that. Clouds don't look too bad today. Let's take a quick look at the weather at Gatwick. So if we look at Gatwick, 259 knots, scattered 2,600 feet. The current temperature is 11 Celsius, QNH 1003. I think we're fine. Right, I'm going to go ahead and release the passengers and cabin crew. And we should begin, by the way, the descent shortly after we reach top of climb. There's a A318. It's not compatible with X-Plane 12 yet. What do you think of young guys who think about a pilot career? Would you recommend your friend to do so? Well, CoreTube, so it really depends. I mean, I wouldn't just out of the blue go and recommend someone to become a pilot. I would recommend somebody who's got passion for aviation to pursue his dream. And I would do exactly the same if your passion was in engineering, for example, or in medicine. So my recommendation would be always to follow your dream. And dreams without actual goals are just dreams, right? So set goals for yourself and make sure that you achieve those smaller goals. Break up your big goal to smaller objectives. So to reach the ultimate goal, you have to kind of achieve those smaller goals or objectives. And so if that's what you feel you want to do for the rest of your life, and that is something that makes you happy, if you wake up in the morning and you feel, oh, aviation is my thing, and, you know, I really feel like I want to become a pilot, then that's what I recommend you do. If, on the other hand, you feel like something else, if, for example, you wake up in the morning and all you can think of is being an engineer, whatever kind of engineer, then pursue that dream and go and become an engineer and do whatever it takes to become an engineer. But never do something, never specialize in something you don't like. And I know as much as it is hard in the job market today, don't do something you don't have passion for, because you're going to be miserable. Other than the fact that you're not going to do very good, but you're going to be miserable. See, a job, when your job is something related to something you like, when it's your passion to do your job, it's no longer a job. You do it with enjoyment. And that's very important, I think, for anyone. Hey Q8, Merry Christmas. How did you update the A321? I updated through the Skunkcraft updater. So this is the Skunkcraft updater. You can download it and just put it in your resources/plugins folder, and it will automatically detect the aircraft, and then you can simply update it. Right, looking good. We are approaching the top of climb in about 3,000 feet. Here's a quick look at the... see, now this here, the clouds in this specific scene do not look very good in my view. Sometimes they look great, sometimes not so great. But one thing for sure is they look a lot better from a closer distance. See, now here, this looks actually pretty good. On this side of the aircraft, it looks good. Yeah, look at those wings. Right, we're almost there, 2,000 feet for top of climb. And folks, be sure to tune in tomorrow for the giveaway at 1800 Zulu. It's going to be a fun stream for sure. Just right before the holidays. I will most than likely not be streaming during Christmas Day. So I just want to kind of... I really feel a little burned out from, you know, all the streams and the videos and just YouTube in general. And I think I've earned myself a break for a few days to kind of recuperate and reassess my plans for 2023 and what exactly I want to do in terms of the channel. One thing I am working on is I'm working on some stream graphics. So some new alerts and panels and face cams and things like that for 2023. And also working on a new intro and outro for the channel. So you should be able to see that very soon. Hello there, Dan. Welcome aboard, my friend. A pilot once said, pilot is an amazing job, but horrible career. Well, all I can tell you is that he probably, whoever that pilot is, he probably did not enjoy his job very much. But I can understand that it can become very difficult when, you know, when you get married. So your social life may get affected as a, you know, as an airline captain. But flying is just one of the most wonderful things, I think, personally. And that's why one of my retirement plans is to get type rated on the 737. That would be something I'm going to pursue upon retirement, which is quite a bit from now. But yeah, all right. So now we are cruising at 33,000 feet, and if we look at the M.2 and go to the performance here, you can see that the top of descent is in 67 nautical miles. So we actually need to start prepping the aircraft for our approach. So we're going to go to performance, and we're going to go to the approach, and we're going to bring up our friendly Volante app, and we are going to select the information for Gatwick. The QNH is 1003, so 1003, and we're going to enter that here. And the current temperature at Gatwick is 11 Celsius, so that is entered. Mach wind is, let's see here, 250.09, so 250.09, and that is done. And we're going to just put 250 for the radio. Transition altitude is 5,000 feet. And we are now ready. We have the destination information entered into the M.2. And everything here is looking good. By the way, we can remove the briefing. Alright, so let's move that. And we can go to the flight plan. So that's us right there. That's the estimated TD. We've passed it, actually, so it doesn't look like it's very accurate. So we're going to follow whatever the aircraft tells us, and that's the one that Volante has estimated for us. So we're going to just continue now, and I think this is where we're going to do the top of descent. So we're looking good, and almost there at our destination. Here's Gatwick, right down here. Nice little app, Volante. Hey Brick, you can always type in exclamation route to get the actual route that we're flying. Yandrik, hello Captain, hello everyone, welcome aboard Yandrik, glad to have you here with us, sir. Nice to know, but my question, what can you do with a 737 turn without CPL or Wellington has work as a 737? Oh, I'm just going to do it for fun. I'm going to do it for pure fun. And then I'm going to come to, you know, the flight simulator and show you guys some real world procedures and things like that. So that's what I plan on doing. Yeah, without a doubt. All right, we're almost there at top of descent, and if we bring this up here, 43 nautical miles. All's looking good here. Here's again another look at the outside. Very nice aircraft. Now here's my remarks on the A321, the sound pack, and the Neo add-on. In my view, the Neo add-on is a nice addition. Now, by the way, there are BSS sound packs available for the regular Toliss. So if you purchase the Toliss A321, you can purchase a BSS sound pack for the IAE and CFM engines without the Neo add-on. Now, for me, unless you are, you know, you really want to fly the Neo and there is something specific about the Neo that you like and you want to try out, such as maybe performance, because really in terms of flying the actual aircraft, there are no differences between the A321 and Neo from the systems perspective. They're pretty much the same. I think the engines differ, the performance of the aircraft differs. So for me, if the Neo is not a thing for you, it doesn't really make any sense to actually purchase the add-on. And that's my honest view. So I personally just like how the engines look, to be very frank. They look just really nice. Nicer than the regular engines, the CFM and IAE engines that normally ship with the A321. So from my perspective, you can perfectly enjoy the Toliss A321 without the Neo mod, and you can purchase one of the sound packs or both sound packs, the IAE and CFM sound packs for the aircraft, and enjoy. They are very well made sounds, by the way. The BSS sound packs are excellent. That, of course, is going to make the aircraft a little more expensive than it already is. Is it worth it? The aircraft itself, I think, is worth its price. It's an excellent rendition of the A321 in terms of the system performance, as well as the interior textures. I like the 3D modeling and the texturing of the A321 and A319. Now, is the Neo add-on worth it? Along with a sound pack, personally, I don't think it's worth it. It doesn't really add anything to your experience other than the look of the Neo engines, and the performance, obviously, of the aircraft will change, but nothing in terms of the depth of system simulation that you'll see. So my recommendation would be, if you want to make an investment, real investment in this aircraft, and you want to fly it and really enjoy it, then the A321 with one of either the BSS sound packs would suffice in my view. They should put some pilots in the flight deck from the external view. Alright, here is the top of descent. Let's switch this to 40 nautical miles. And now we can see the top of descent right here. And if we bring up the display here, is in about 9 nautical miles. Alright, so what we need to know is what is the initial approach altitude. So we're going to scroll down, and there we have it. The center fixed, 2,000 feet. That's what we're going to go to. So we're going to reset the MCP altitude to 2,000 feet. 2,000 feet is now set. And Is the McKnight 787 got its issues solved from your last review? Did you try the latest release? I don't know if they've the last time I tried, it's pretty much the same, so I didn't really bother with it. And yeah, I'm basically not going to bother with it, to be very honest. It's just an aircraft that needs a lot of work. So yeah, so I'm not going to bother with it, to be very frank with you. Yeah, Brick. I mean, it's okay. It's overpriced for what it does. I think it's very expensive for what it does. So it's definitely not an aircraft that I recommend. The McKnight, definitely no. It's a big no-no for me. Carl Childers, welcome, my friend. Howdy, sir. How are you? Glad to have you here. Hey, Roberto. Hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Good evening to you. Glad to have you guys on board. Very good to have you with us, Carl. And TD reached. Ooh. All right, here we go. Nav descent. And the aircraft is now descending. Perfect. So tomorrow, more than likely, I will be flying either the 757 or the 767. Actually, you guys can let me know which one you prefer. Thank you very much, Roberto. Merry Christmas to you. Happy New Year to you and your family. I hope you are safe and well, and that 2023 will be prosperous for all of you guys. It's perhaps on the expensive side for what it does, but no regrets. Neo, BSS, and all. Yeah, Niels, you're probably more like me. You know, you'll just go for the whole thing. And yeah, I'm not switching to X-Plane 12 until I can afford a bit of RAM and a new GPU. That's probably wise. But it's more of the CPU that you need, not the GPU, to be frank. That's what you'll need for X-Plane. I wonder why we don't get the ATC chatter anymore. Nearest facilities, London area control. Just won't let us select anything. Out of range, chatter paused. Really? How so? Looks like there's a bug. See that? Oh well. Alright, we are descending towards Gatwick. And, oh. Niels just gifted 5 memberships here on the Q8 Pilot channel. Niels, thank you very much. I'm not sure why Streamlabs OBS is not doing what it's supposed to do, but thank you very much for your gifted memberships here at the channel. Guys, if you've received a gifted membership from Niels, please be sure to thank him. Thank you very much, sir. I really appreciate it. That's very kind of you. Can you do a flight to Tel Aviv? Yeah, why not? You know, the funny thing is, I've actually purchased Tel Aviv Airport for Microsoft Flight Simulator, and I was planning a flight there, and I'm not sure what happened to that plan, but somehow I forgot all about it. But I'll tell you what, I will plan it for the next Microsoft Flight Simulator stream. We'll fly to Tel Aviv. Thank you very much, Carl, for the note there. And yeah, the best place to make you know, any suggestion is on the Discord channel. And if you need any help with the Discord channel, Carl can definitely help you. Yeah, notice how the interior lights up when you pan down. Yeah, they actually look a lot better. See, that actually looks much better. And I think that is a problem with the exposure in X-Plane 12. As you can see now, everything looks very dark. And it depends on the time of day. So if we actually start changing the time, the cockpit lighting looks different. And in most cases, it looks better during either day or really nighttime, but during this time it kind of starts looking funny. We are at 1003 is the altimeter. Let's take a look at the wing view here. Look at that, guys. I mean, tell me, this actually looks really, really nice. Other than the shaved clouds here, this actually looks very nice. The colors and those beautiful Neo engines, wow. That looks really, really good. Good. Have you experienced any frame rate issue using X Pilot or trying to stay on VATSIM in general? I did notice that it causes stutters. Not so much frame issues, but it does cause stutters. And I've noticed also that when I have SimToolkit Pro, it also causes some stutters for some reason. Not sure why. I agree with you there, Carl. Great jet. Matthew says, makes me want to buy the A321. Well, yeah, I would agree with Carl there that you will not regret the purchase. Hello, Jimmy. Welcome aboard. When do I get that livery for the Q400 you used? Sorry, which one? Which Q400? Yeah, definitely, Niels. The lighting needs some tweaking. It's especially the exposure. I think they have this new feature called auto exposure, and I think that feature needs some work for sure. I agree with you there, Carl, as well. Yeah, it does make it a lot better. Are you using X camera? Yes, I'm using X camera. Let's take a look at the outside real quick. Listen to those engine sounds. All right, we are at 15,000. Looks like there is a restriction here. And we should begin the descent once more shortly. See here? Yeah. So that's the Willow transition, and then that's London Gatwick. So we're actually pretty close now to our destination. Brilliant. Looking good. Benny, hello, my friend. Is the CPU upgrade can reduce explain flickering? I think the flickering has been solved, so there is no more flickering. I think that was an issue that Laminar has addressed with RC6. So there is no more flickering. So I think you'll enjoy X-Plane now without flickering, without having to upgrade your CPU. Hey there, Salzar. Welcome aboard, my friend. Glad to have you. Are you using Steam version? No, I'm not using the Steam version. I use the PC version. So it's a direct download from Laminar Research. Raul Rodriguez. Good afternoon, my friend. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you with us. The longest flight I streamed. Oh, gee, I don't know. I think maybe 2.5 hours. Right, we're looking good. We are over the United Kingdom now and getting very close to the London area. And the clouds don't look that bad, quite frankly. They look okay. When I fly XP, my screen and general cockpit, for some reason, aircraft are blurry. Do you know any fix? No. I've had it in some aircraft initially, but then I thought that this was fixed. What do you do for Christmas, Captain? Do you celebrate? Well, normally I do celebrate with my kids, so we get up the Christmas tree and we fix it up on Christmas Eve, and then on Christmas Day normally we just exchange gifts and things like that. It is not an occasion that is observed in Kuwait, so it's not an official thing. But I mentioned that I like to in previous streams that I like to celebrate all kinds of occasions, and you know, with my kids and the family. The kids aren't here this. They're not here this evening. They're out and about with their friends, and they will probably do the same. They're grown-ups now, so it's difficult to pin them down. But yeah, for Christmas maybe we'll go out, and, you know, have a meal together, and, you know, just have a family day out or something like that. Yeah. Then happy Hanukkah. Yeah. The eye adaptation is way overdone right now in X-Plane 12. Clouds look nice, yeah, I do agree. They don't look bad. In some situations they look really, really bad. But for the most part now, I think they look okay. By the way, I'm thinking maybe we should just remove Holly and just go direct to Willow. Sorry, we'll just leave it. Let's just leave it. See how the aircraft behaves. Yeah. Wish your family. Thank you very much, Raul. I wish you the same, my friend, and thank you very much for your support, being a member. And the same goes to you, Lucas. Definitely, time with the family is the best time. Have you tried the ERJ jets in XP12? Well, speaking of the E-jets, as I've announced in the beginning of the stream, as of today, I am a beta user of the X-Craft E-Jets, the new version. I'm under strict NDA, so I cannot disclose anything or say anything about it, other than that, you know, I have it now, and that it will be released soon. I haven't tried any of the existing ones. I haven't attempted any of them. But yeah, I'm definitely excited for the... I'm very excited for the future of X-Plane 12, and all the add-ons are very slowly now making it back to the sim. I know the Challenger, the Hot Star Challenger 650 is now available. Version 1.7 is now available in X-Plane 12. The Flight Factor 757 and the 767 have been updated now with the latest release from X-Plane 12. Obviously, we're flying the Toliss, which has been updated as well. The Zebo 737 has also been updated post the official release of X-Plane 12. And the Airfoil Labs Cessna 172 has also been updated recently, I think a couple of days ago, for compatibility with the official release of X-Plane 12. Which is very good because it says, you know, it tells us that the developers were probably waiting for, you know, for X-Plane 12 to release officially. I hope they get the Hot Star TBM. I think they are working on it, Carl. I've seen I think it was a tweet maybe on Twitter of Hot Star working on the TBM for X-Plane 12. So they are definitely updating it to bring it to the sim. The ERJ or the E-Jets are made by X-Crafts. Those are the ones that I'm looking at. There is, by the way, another series of E-Jets or the Embraer jets by SSG, but I just don't like those. I don't think they're very good. I prefer the X-Crafts models and the implementation for the SSG is, I think, is good for the 747. I like their 747. 748 is a good aircraft. Yeah, X-Craft is much better. Much better. Do you know if Orbex is coming out with the updates to their regions? I sure do hope so. And I'm very surprised they still haven't done that. It's been a while. And yeah, I mean, I'm definitely waiting for Orbex to you know, bring compatibility to their regions for X-Plane, because I think they're great. Especially their True Earth California. That region is just so well done. I love flying in California with Orbex True Earth, but unfortunately it's still not there, and there haven't been that many airports by Orbex for X-Plane 12. So hopefully we'll see that soon, but up to this point there is really nothing. Right, we continue our descent, folks, to London Gatwick. Hello there, Distortion. Welcome aboard, my friend. I look forward to X-Craft sometime next year. Look quite promising. I can't say anything, unfortunately, but I can tell you that it will release in about a month or so. That's what I know. So maybe longer than that. I'm not sure exactly, but that's the timeline. But that's I can't really say anything, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm fiddling around with it as we speak. The Washington State stuff is gorgeous as well. Flying around, yeah, I do agree with you there. Orbex in general has really good scenery. Right, we are now coming up to 10,000 feet. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on the landing lights and nose lights and runway turn off lights. We're going to also turn on the fasten seat belt and non-smoking signs. And let's take a look at the outside here real quick as we approach Gatwick. Again, this is a nice scene. Here, look at that. I mean, this actually looks pretty good. Doesn't look bad at all. And if we change the time just a little bit, then it looks even better. Yeah. It's not as bad as it used to be yesterday. The weather in Gatwick was very, very bad yesterday. IFR Captain, hello my friend, welcome aboard. Late, but made it for the landing. Well, I'm glad that you did. Here's the turn. You can see the aircraft is decelerating. We are now at 220 knots. And we continue to descend to 2,000, which is the initial approach altitude for this flight today. We're looking good. Excellent. Yeah, that actually looks good. Take a look here. See, this scene actually looks pretty good. You know, if you can look past the shaved clouds, I think it looks pretty good. Love the reflections of the wing there. Very nice indeed. Almost there now. What was your first sim? The first sim I used, I think, was on the Amiga Commodore. Amiga 500 was the first. There was a flight simulator that ships, or there was a game for it. And that was the very first time I fiddled around with a flight simulator. It was very, very basic. But I was actually enjoying myself with it at the time.
November 971 Juliet Bravo, turn left heading 010. 010, November Juliet Bravo.
Right, we are now descending towards Gatwick. We are at 7,000 for 2,000, 5,000 feet to go. I had the FA-18 sim for that computer. Oh, wow, Carl. Yeah. Yeah, I think I've had the same game. By the way, if you go to Amazon and you type in Amiga, they actually are selling a replica Amiga. I think it's got the Amiga, but without the keyboard doesn't really function. But yeah, I think they have it there in limited quantities. I think it's for $100 and something that you can buy it. But it's more of a nostalgia rather than anything else. Alright, continue to descend. We're going to go ahead and set the barrel reference to 1003. There we go. That is set. We continue the descent now towards 2,000 feet. That's London Gatwick. We can see now the runway right here on the display. That is a very nice scene right there. A few scattered clouds in the vicinity, but nothing too serious. I think the bad weather has subsided. All right. Let's go ahead and let's see, take a look here at our speed. Speed is good. We are at 5,000 for 2,000. Everything is looking pretty good for our approach and landing into Gatwick. Looks like we're going through some clouds. And you can see now some turbulence as we go through the clouds. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the... Alright, no need. I was contemplating whether we should turn on the anti-icing system, but I think it's not required. The EF2000, yeah. Alright. You see now how the cockpit looks much better with the change of time. You know, it looks, you know, you can see the cockpit a lot better. Right, we're looking good. Decrease the range. We're coming up to 2,000. Alright, so what we're going to do, we're going to set the auto brake to medium. And we're going to arm the speed brake. The speed, let me go ahead actually and deploy the speed brake. Looks like our speed is too much. That will help us slow the aircraft down and get to 2,000 a bit quicker. Excellent. 2,000 feet. And here's our turn. We're a bit too fast. Right, speed check. Flaps 1. And let's go ahead and now arm the speed brakes. Right, we're looking good. Let's go ahead and activate the approach. That's the runway ahead of us now. Alright, let's take a look here at performance. Alright, approach phase is active. Excellent. We are looking good, 1,700 feet. Right, looking good. And we should intercept the localizer. Right, 10 nautical miles. Looking okay. Ah, landing system. Right, let's select gear down. Speed check, flaps 2. Let's do it on this side as well. It's a bit late, but we're okay now. Got the aircraft set up for landing. I think we're too high, so we might actually do a go around. I think we are okay. We are on the glide slope, on the localizer, so that's good. I think we're too high still. Yeah, Yeah, I think we're too high. So we're just going to go ahead and let's see here. Yeah, we're too high. All right, let's go ahead and lower the, let's retract the landing gear. So gears up. And we are going to change the heading. And we'll attempt the landing again. We'll set this at 2,000. Leave it at 2,000. We're going to go back to the final fix. So yeah, leave the current speed. Make the turn and head back to the airport. Just take it to about 1,600 feet. And we'll attempt another crosswind. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so we're going to attempt to head back to the airport once more. And yeah, we're just about 1,600 feet here. And which just will continue at the same speed. That's 1,600 feet. I'm going to let the aircraft just everything is set up here. The aircraft is behind us now. The airport is now behind us. Alright, let's go ahead and say approach. We're going to turn back to or towards the airport now. I think we're safe now. I think we're looking good. And we'll come back now and land. That's the runway to our left, runway 26. Approach is engaged. We're looking okay. Right, localizer captured. Excellent. That's the runway ahead of us now for a second try. Right, landing gear is going down. Perfect. And at 1,000 feet, we will disconnect the autopilot. Cabin crew, cease for landing. No blues, we're looking good. Let's disconnect the autopilot. My aircraft. Some crosswind there, I tell you guys. Welcome to London Gatwick, ladies and gentlemen. That was a pretty hard landing there. Listen to the engine sounds. Really, really nice engine sounds. That was hard. All right. Let's go ahead and turn on the APU.
Kilo 67 kilo, contact number 1905. 1905.
It was a really rough landing, I must say. We'll take a look, of course, at the replay in just a second.
Ground Delta 160.
And welcome to Gatwick.
Good morning, Delta 160, taxi via Zulu to Delta.
That's default explain. Oops, I was looking at chat. Yeah, that's default explain 12. It's definitely default explain 12. Given conditions, I think you did fine. Thanks, Carl. Appreciate it. I wonder what's the landing rate. I don't know if Volanta tells us. Let's take a look. I don't think Volanta gives us that. Maybe in the review it does. There it is. Minus 282 FPM. So it's actually not that bad. Yeah, 282 is okay. Yeah, I'll take it. Guys, look at this beautiful looking view here of the engine and the wing. The sounds are just so nice. Those Neo engine sounds are just superb. Yeah, it's a decent landing. Yeah, it's not bad. It's alright. Let's see if the APU is available. Alright, APU is on. Can turn off the strobe lights. Runway turn off lights will leave. Nose light taxi. Landing lights are off. Right, and we'll leave those on. Everything else here looks good. I think we can bring the aircraft to a stop here.
Morning, Delta 258, taxi Delta 2 via Zulu. Delta 2 via Zulu, Delta 5.
There we go. We don't waste too much time going to the terminal. Alright, let's bring the aircraft to a complete stop. Parking brake is set. And we'll worry about the power off procedure once we take a look at the replay. What these are options? Are there any other options? Sorry, I didn't follow the... Yeah, I am using XP Realistic, correct. Alright. Alright, let's take a look at the replay real quick. So we're going to come here, we're going to toggle the replay mode. And let's take a look here. There we go. I think that looks good. There we go. 1,000. Check out the scenery, guys. I mean, it's pretty decent, isn't it? That view. That's the tower view right there. Those engine sounds. Wow. Just lovely. That was just lovely, really. Alright, let's do it one more time. So we're gonna go to toggle And let's see here. We're gonna bring the aircraft right here. Look at that, guys. Oh yeah. All right, we're going to do it one more time with the wing view. So let's do that. We're going to bring it right here. All right, and let's do the following. All right, that's cool. Maybe, no, I think that one is good. This one here, yeah. All right, we go. All default scenery, by the way. What do you guys think? It's a pretty cool aircraft, I must say. What did I do here? All right, so we're going to say remove. All right, so we're back in the cockpit, and we have the APU, so we're going to turn on the APU bleed. We can now retract our flaps.
BSS A321, stand by tower on 118, that's 11, stand by tower on 118.1,
Very nice sounds from the BSS sound pack all together. All right, let's kill the engines. Engine 1 and 2.
345 Charlie, turn right, thanks for your
Perfect. So we are going to turn off the passenger seat belt signs, and the taxi light can go off, runway turn off light can go off, the beacon, and by the way, we forgot our nav lights, but everything here now looks okay, so we can bring up the SAM. Arrival. Following extension is not. No, we don't want the extension. What is this? Right, plan, fate, right, departure, arrival. We are plan. Why is it not doing what it's supposed to? All right, parking. There we go. So we're going to say stairs.
Hello, Captain. Ground service is finished.
All right. And I don't see any ground services coming to the aircraft. Let's try one more time here. Auto. Please open pre-flight page. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's not doing what it's supposed to do. But anyway, all right, well, we'll just assume that the passengers have left the aircraft. We can now turn off the APU bleed, APU master, and turn on off the all the switches there, and the aircraft is back in its cold and dark state. Well, folks, this was pretty much what I wanted to cover in this live stream. I hope that you guys have enjoyed the flight today. It was definitely a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to the X-Craft new E175 for realistic use of for shorter flights. I know your agreement prevents you from saying, but I'm excited. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't really say anything. But guys, be sure to tune in tomorrow, the 24th of December, which is Christmas Eve. I want to wish you all happy holidays. Merry Christmas to those of you who celebrate the occasion. And we'll have a fun stream tomorrow with a giveaway courtesy of the Q8 Pilot channel. And also, as a reminder, there is a Christmas extravaganza going on right now at the Inibuild store. They have some excellent add-ons bundled at very low prices. So be sure to check out the Inibuild store by Inibuild, the Q8 Pilot official partners. This pretty much brings us to the conclusion of our live stream today. I want to thank all of you guys for being with me this evening. It's been a lot of fun. It's been definitely fun flying the Toliss with the 321 Neo pack alongside the BSS sound pack. Until next time, please take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you all very soon. Stay safe, and bye-bye for now.